Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for your greatest support. Now, fellow Kenyans, let me start by saying this, that, one thing I've realized, or one thing I normally know, is that you can't hide the truth for a very long time. There is a period whereby, however much you try to hide the truth will finally come to be known to the public, especially if you're trying to do this for somebody with a public figure. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because we all remember. Let me start by this. I'm sorry to just remind you guys this, but let me just say it because it's going to connect with what I want to talk about. We all remember when the rumors of the death of the late Right Honorable Raila Odinga started spreading. I think I talked about it. The issue with the Lee funeral home, all those stories, and then all of a sudden, then everything went silent. And then at the end of the day, there we came to realize that Raila is in India until now, the last moment, now that we got the news that the late had died. So you see, people were asking, where is Raila? Where is Raila? And nobody was giving a clear answer because I don't know what was going on. I can't exactly say what was going on, but they knew why they were silent. That is why they couldn't tell us exactly where Raila Odinga is or where Raila Odinga was. And up to the last minute now we got the news that the sad breaking news that he had passed. So you see, anybody who is a public figure, anybody who is known, a public figure, it reaches that point that people ask questions. That especially when this person is out of the picture for a very long time, people must ask questions that where is this person? What is going on? Can we be told where this person is? Because we really want to know. We really want to know what is going on with the person. You see? So I want to connect that with the issue that is happening in Uganda. But fellow Kenyans, before we get deeper into that, let me just quickly remind you that if at all you're meeting for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can as well you can share, drop me a comment in the comment section, telling me what you think and where exactly you are watching this video from. And a quick humble request that I have a funeral. The burial is this Saturday. Today is Tuesday. And according to the plan, the budget, I was supposed to get something like 50,000. And I can't lie, I'm still a little bit far. I'm just requesting that if you have your 100 shillings, if you have your 2,000, your 1,000, guys, please, you can just help me. Just send me via this number. I'll really appreciate. Hiyo kidogo yenye tatuma, nitashukuru sana because it will really play a bigger part. It will really help me. Itanisaidia sana kuboost and one or two, three things, to square things out. Thank you very much. Those who've sent from US, I can't mention your name, but I think you know yourself. Thank you very much via the person that have sent me something via Sendwave. Thank you. God bless you. And all those who've sent theirs when you're in Kenya, I really appreciate your support. Thank you guys. God bless you. Asanteni sana. I said that I can't mention your name because of the privacy purposes. I really respect your privacy. That is why I can't just mention your name anyhow. You are my community. You are my people. I really love you, and I have to keep you private. But I've seen what you're doing. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. God bless you. Asanteni sana. And I told you that we'll talk about something. If we can I'll say that after we are done with all these things. Now, as we get back into the discussion, let me say this. Or I want to read for you something that Yoweri Kaguta Museveni's son, that is General Muhoozi. General Muhoozi said, really condemning what the Kenyans said or what Kenyans has been doing. And remember, this thing did not start in Kenya. The issue of Museveni'S illness, it did start in Kenya actually. So I really don't know why he's finding it easy to blame Kenyans for what is happening. Remember on 18th, that is October, Master Seed, Master Chase. I think this clip this photo was sent to me by one of my guys, who is a business person. He's a very good follower. Anafanya kazi Kenya, Uganda. He stays around the border. who is the one, is the one that was telling me that Boni, can you do some little research and talk about this issue of Museveni? Because this is what came from Uganda, that Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni is hospitalized in critical condition. And remember, this happened just a day before Raila Odinga's burial. So some people were saying that Museveni is creating stories ajaribu kuhepa kuja mazishi yake Raila Odinga. A lot of people said different things were said. That Museveni knows why he doesn't want to attend Raila's funeral. Some people also say that no, sasa Raila amekufa, Museveni ndio amekufa, so tunangojea mtu mmoja wa mwisho ambaye ni Rais William Samoei Ruto. I don't know why they were saying that, but of course I've told you before that if you're a public figure or somebody is a public figure, a lot of people have to question. People must question the whereabouts of that person. You see, and that is where now the problem normally comes from. We are like, what is going on? Where is he? Where is she? You know, such kind of things, fellow Kenyans. So the son of Museveni, that is General Muhoozi, is blaming Kenyans, and in fact, is trying to threaten Kenyans. Let me just use that word because that is exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to threaten Kenyans by saying this, that I shared a video of my father today at State House. President Museveni is in excellent health. Please disregard the rumors circulating among Kenyans claiming that he is critically ill in the ICU and treat them with the contempt they deserve. We have identified the Kenyans responsible for spreading these falsehoods. Be warned, if you enter Uganda, you will be arrested and jailed at Luzira Maximum Security Prison. Very interesting. Let's talk now. Now, Museveni's son is really threatening Kenyans. I know, sometimes I sit down and ask myself, these Kenyans, are they people that can be threatened? Because personally, I don't think that Kenyans are people that you can dare threaten. Because, you know, the more you threaten them, the more they dig deeper into this and they'll really find the truth. If somebody is missing and the news is out that this guy is missing, yet he's not supposed to miss. So people must ask questions, where is he? So there is no need of you trying to threaten people by saying that now you'll arrest them. Okay, after arresting them, what next? Furthermore, not everybody is talking about Museveni's illness or Museveni's death or Museveni's disappearance normally goes to Uganda. Not unless maybe you are trying to say that you'll send your Ugandan policemen to come to Kenya to do the research and arrest these guys. We are past, you know, I really don't know what is happening with East African leaders. I've never understood that. And I don't know whether I will understand what is normally going on with the East African leaders. Look at somebody like Suluhu. Imagine Suluhu is campaigning and she's detaining a competitor. Why can't you just allow this person akuja aje nje and then now you fight for this position you too? You are arresting somebody simply because he wants to contest against you. And then you are threatening them, saying that anybody who will not be elected under your party will not get support from the government. Are you seeing? That is Tanzania. Go to Uganda. Uganda, where is Besigye? Besigye right now is in prison. Imagine, for no good reason. Alishikwa tu because Museveni felt like, okay, this guy is a threat to my government. Is in opposition, but is a very big threat to my government. So what am I supposed to do? The best thing that I'm supposed to do, let me arrest this person. Wacha niweke mtu jela. Baada kuweka mtu jela, I'll be free. I'll be campaigning for free. Nobody will be questioning what I'm doing. Nobody will be putting a lot of pressure on me. Of course, now we have got Bobby Wine. But you know what Museveni really feared was basically because you know the connections and all that. Though Bobby Wine is also a threat. He has been threatening Museveni for a very long time. Now, if he's not very careful, if Museveni is not very careful, this time around things will not be very easy for him. You see, things will not be easy, maybe as he thinks, or maybe as he's been thinking that ndatoka tu ndaenda nachaguliwa, maisha itaendelea. It is not. It is sometimes things are not as easy as we normally see them. So, are you seeing now? And then now come to Kenya. I don't know whether we should talk about the issue, the story of what is happening in Kenya, what has been happening in Kenya between the government and the opposition. It didn't start now. It started long time ago, whereby every government, every person that is in government, the only person that I can say that was in good terms with the opposition was Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And it happened just because he wanted peace. He was campaigning for peace. He didn't want chaos, and then, you know, the opposition leader is like his brother. By the way, if there is somebody who has really stood with the Raila Odinga's family during this hard time, or during this tough time, is the former president. I saw him yesterday. Yesterday he made sure that he went back to the family. Watu wanasherehekea mashujaa, lakini yeye ameenda kusherehekea mashujaa wapi? Bondo. So that one really shows that this man and the relationship between this man and Raila Odinga was real. Ilikuwa ya kweli. It was not like a pretense. You know, right now, you know, one thing people don't understand, and one thing people will never understand, is that whenever matanga inafanyika, it's normally huwa inakuwa tu kwa familia. Yes, friends will come, people will come from different places, you know, they'll celebrate with you, they'll cry with you, and then after the burial, they'll come before the burial, but immediately after the burial, everybody will disappear. Utabaki wewe peke yako, nobody will bother about you, nobody will care about you. So that is how things are. But now, you find out now this one, Uhuru Kenyatta, is different. The guy went to the burial. After the burial, he made sure that he went back. I think they spent like the whole day there, talking with the family, you know, trying to encourage the family, because that is exactly what happened. I know that is what took him there. Trying to comfort the family, trying to talk with the family, you know, all those things. And that is exactly what somebody needs whenever he or she is down. You know, such kind of thing. Hizo ndio vitu mtu utaka wakati ambapo yuko chini kabisa, wakati ambapo pengine anataka usaidizi kutoka kwa mtu, ama wakati ambapo anataka when you talk about a shoulder to kneel on, that is exactly what now it means. That even after the burial, I can come back and we talk. Even after they had tough times, you can still see me around. But if you can say that, oh, Mara, I'll give you a shoulder to kneel on, and then at the end of the day, after the burial, you are not to be seen, that is a lie. And by the way, to just ask this last question before I give it to the comment section, because I want to tell me a lot about this. For everybody who gave I've been following very keenly after the burial of Raila Odinga since yesterday. Yesterday I was a bit busy kidogo, nilikuwa hapa na pale, the issue ya hiyo matanga nini, kwenda mkutano and all that. I sat down, and in fact that is why I didn't do videos yesterday. I sat down somewhere and I was just listening to wenye watu walipeana speeches zao. Sifuna kapeana yake, Juneta kapeana yake, Orengo kapeana yake, Gladys Wanga kapeana yake, Millie Odhiambo kapeana yake, all those guys, Simbarati kapeana yake, everybody walikuwa kama kina William Ruto wakapeana zao. Uhuru Kenyatta kuongea sana. And I came into conclusion, and this is what I said, I discovered. I don't know whether you discovered that. If at all maybe you discovered this, you can also tell me at the comment section. But one thing I discovered was that all those people, everything that those guys were saying, you could even listen from their speeches. It was just about personal gain. It was just about, they were not even talking about Raila Odinga. They were just like, the only person who said something genuinely from the heart was Sifuna. Of course, we've seen Sifuna since Raila Odinga's death, the way amekuwa chini and all that. Somebody like, you know, people like Gladys Wanga, people like Junet Mohammed, people like Ali Hassan Joho, they were just talking simply because people like John Bad is talking, hadi unaona hii mshipa inatoka hapa. It is not because of the pain. It is because now they are like, okay, you want us to get out of the government. Mnataka tukitoka kwa serikali, ni nani atatupigania tena turudi kule?
Sasa wengine wanaanza kudanganya jana kwa matanga. Ati Raila aliwaambia akikufa atuwabaki kwa serikali ya broad base. Aliwaambia wapi? You are lying. Maana Raila hakuwa anajua anakufa. Hii gift ilipata tu kwa government, aliwaambia serikali goodbye your broad base government. Lying was not part of the ideals of Raila. Raila was a man who was committed to the truth. Say the truth and face the consequences. That part of government, do that by choice because you believe it's good. Lakini mseme kwamba Raila alisema alikwambia wewe watu ama uliota. Watu waache uongo bwana. Uko na freedom ya kukaa kwa serikali. But don't make it kwamba sasa iko ni obligation kwamba Raila alisema baki kwa serikali.
And I said, kuna time nilisema hapa kwamba if at all something happens, in fact I said this even before knowing that Raila Odinga would pass. I said that if suppose something happens to Raila Odinga right now, there are a lot of people wenye wanaenda kuachwa kwa mataa. Because they never built their politics. Their politics was built by somebody for them. They never worked for it. They were just elected simply because they had got the godfather whom they were using his name to climb the ladder. People like, let us just be open. People like John Mbadi. John Mbadi is in government because of Raila Odinga. Joe is in government because of Raila Odinga. Oparanya is in government because of Raila Odinga. Wanda is in government because of Raila Odinga. So you see those kind of people like Peter Kaluma, they did not build their politics. Their politics was built for them. You see? So you see, those guys, it's going to be very difficult for them to cope. Unlike somebody like Sifuna, and it is not like we're praising them, but truth of the matter is, look at somebody like Babu Owino right now. Babu Owino is somebody whom understands what it means. And I let me just say this, that you see the politics of today, we'll one day talk about this, but you see the politics of today is different from the politics of the previous years. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because, you know, the generation right now, the generation, ile generation kubwa sana, the generation X, the Gen Zs and the millennials. And those people, you can't lead them with the mindset ya kitambo. You can't. Watu wanataka yule mtu mwenye ana resonate now. Like, put it practical, because if you try to lie to them, wataenda wafanye research na upate vitu zao. So don't lie. Just put things straight the way they are and you'll survive. Kusurvive kwa politics, saa hii it's going to be a bit tricky. The last thing, I had George Natembea asking this question, that kwa nini rais hakupatia Raila EGH wakati alikuwa high? Of what value is he giving him now? Atavaa kwa shingo. You know, we should stop this issue of pretending to be so nice to people. And of course right now what I believe or what I know is that Rais William Ruto anataka kujaribu sana ili win the hearts of Luos. You know, that sasa anataka kujifanya mzuri sana. Raila sasa ndo anapea Raila EGH, the tag of the EGH. For what purpose?
Raila EGH wakati alikuwa alive. Of what value is that value to him now? Hata ivaa kwa shingo. Nasema it's costume for what? Nataka kusema kwamba Raila alikuwa hai, hatuko tunaona mambo yake mazuri amekuwa nikayaona. Until our country stops being pretentious and hypocritical. Ile mambo yote mazuri ambayo tunasema yote yatakomea kwenye kampuni la sahabu. So mimi naomba Wakenya kabisa, Wakenya wenzangu kabisa, haswa ninyi vijana, mambo ya ukabila tuweke kando. Ukabila umeua taifa la Kenya. Watu wanaangalia ukabila, hawaangalii maadili. Yale maisha
for what purpose? Anaenda kuitumia wapi? Kaburini na Raila shazikwa? Ama it's just going to be like ende tu wekwe hapo kimfano that Raila pia alikuwa amepewa alipewa EGH after amekufa. This issue, that is why I'm telling you that the current politics is going to be won. You know the people that are going to shape this politics are people who are in who this generation. Because first of all, they know what they want, they know how they can get it, and they know who has it. You can't come and lie to them. And niliwaambia kwamba it's good Oburu Odinga is the acting party leader of ODM, but Oburu Odinga haizi akaongoza majenzis. Ni ngumu sana. Ni ngumu. Guys, tusidanganyane, this thing is difficult. This thing is not the way these guys think it is. It is not. It is really not what the people think it is. After all, guys, that is just my thought, and that is all I have for now. Let me also know what you think in the comment section. But a quick reminder that if at all you are meeting for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Like, share, and drop me your comment telling me where you're watching this video from. Until we meet again, I have been your host, Bon Museveni. Bingo.